EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go from Lambeau. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Well, it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a he's going to keep right on going.
And if you're wondering what's going, next-gen stats to 21 miles an hour.
So how about that for a chain move? Inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And tough, maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Not a whole lot it looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense he has that opportunity. He may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones. They're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Dancing, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll it. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Damiere Byrd returning it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it.
And right away, he lost the football.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target.
But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Complete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And taken right on the 30.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy a football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Patriots nothing.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. He will push his way down to about the 14. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
2 yards on.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers, flushed out right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming. People.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel. 75 yards, and the Patriots are back within a score.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The tackle made.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Darnell Savage on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3 yards remain for second down. And it's Michel once again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3rd and 2, Newton. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they will run it with Michel. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 39, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This is Jones. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Able to find Lazard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
27-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
15 more yards. That's another Packers first down. First down and goal to go.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
That's the score. Packers 21, Patriots 14.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Bird now ready to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. On 2nd down, Michel. And Michel will have the 1st down and more. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
On first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for.
That'll bring up second down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson, flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Trying to improvise. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll to try and run for it on first and goal. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Gun. Here's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Crosby for the extra point.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Seahawks nothing.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Left side complete to Lockett.
Wilson's
only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They go play action with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they could at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one, so you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, "Oh, heck, kick it, field goal time."
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Being chased out left. His throw caught right around the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. On play action, now Rodgers. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27. On play action, Rodgers. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdes-Scantling. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And here's Lewis. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
They're on 27-yard line.
It's set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. Oh, what a juke into space. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He lets it fly for Lockett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
And Adams has it complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, Jones. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Again, it's Jones.
Jones again, the ball carrier. Quinton Dunbar on
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
and 6.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
At the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try again with Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Jones. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Crosby puts it through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Lockett the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Down, Seattle.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Wilson to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got it. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
This is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining there now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over.
Seahawks.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
On second down, here's Fournette. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Buccaneers.
To throw is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 35 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Devin White on the...
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This is Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Jones. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Jones. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Brady. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. These two teams all tied after 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
38-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers caught on the right side by Adams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
At the 46-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 31 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
At the 21-yard line.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And got his man complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off at the 19. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Complete to Jamal Williams. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 40.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Allen Lazard, incomplete. It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. First down, Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at 1.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A first down carry by Jones. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again to Jones. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, 42 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time.
The evidence was right there.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller, 45 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Jones. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. They go back to the ground with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Rodgers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
And 6.
The Packers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now Jones. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. From the gun, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
On first down, Jones. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the tackle.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here's Lewis. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it with Jones. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
He's tackled at the 20.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Packers nothing.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 more there and another 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll run on 1st down. Jones, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Come on, let's go.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. The give is to Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Switch. Hey, watch it. You got tight. You got tight.
Here's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. The final shot before half for Brady. Incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And here's Lewis.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
he would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Jamal Williams.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
This is Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Second down now. It's Jones. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. He'll buy some time right.
throws incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turn. Incomplete.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Here's Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw is Brady. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. First things first here, they got to pick up the 1st down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And here's Lewis.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
look to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
You already know I know what's up.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A give to Jones. Shreds the tackle. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. Just the first quarter of the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 51 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and start shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pass incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you to the end zone and get you 6?
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got an open man, it's Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
36-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers to Valdes-Scantling over the middle.
Marquez Valdes-Scantling. That's it.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. You that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Rodgers on 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sip through.
pass to Davante Adams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. A good pick up there at 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
It got his man complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Play action now. Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Dallas.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Play of the half, Prescott, and that's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. This is Tony Pollard. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Elliott. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Ezekiel Elliott, the Cowboy ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield. A 3-yard pickup.
They go to Elliott again.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Prescott from the gun. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ezekiel.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Pollard, the ball carrier. Amos on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Packers add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
That's the score. Packers 20.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Yeah, we dominate today.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going. He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. His pass caught at the 4.
And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now Elliott. This game not quite. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Packers 20, Cowboys 17.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Rodgers throwing here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And no, it's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott off play action, rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late. But now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdes-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. On play action, it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And now this is going to be a safety. Oh, my goodness. In the final minute, down 2, and now we're looking at overtime. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.